Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Opinion Project. That's right. Welcome to the MOP here on a Tuesday morning in southwest Wisconsin where the sun is shining. We may see a little bit of drizzle later on today. Temperatures are beautiful. I love this time of year because it is cool, comfortable. Got a lot of yard work done after work yesterday. Between Dad and I, we got the whole yard mowed. If you don't know, that's 5 acres of grass, but it is all mowed and ready for the upcoming fall. Well, it's here already. Fall's here, but supposed to get a little more rain. Knocked down a lot of molehills with the drag yesterday or the day before. So things are shaping up. Pulled all the dead flowers yesterday, or Grandma did, so that's where we're at. So welcome to the MOP, and just admit it. Sometimes I think we are so dug into things. We are so dug in to our beliefs, to everything else, that we just can't admit when things go our way. When things are wrong. When things are done not right. When people are treated unfairly. Or when things just at work go haywire and something happens. We fail to admit our part in it. That is where the nobody, somebody else, blah, blah, blah comes in. Just kind of like government in general. Right cannot admit they are wrong. Left cannot sometimes admit when they are wrong. They want to always blame the other side. But currently this shutdown has nothing to do with the Democrat side. This is on the Republicans. This is totally on it, and it's been stated by the guy that's in charge, Mr. Trump, a while ago, that said any shutdowns fall on the President of the United States. However, he has now jumped on the bandwagon that it is the left's problem, and that is why they are where they are. I don't know who has all the power. I believe it is the right. But if you are standing staunch on everything that this current administration is doing and saying they are doing the best thing for us and everything is great, at least admit when they are wrong and don't push it to the other side. You are going to win more voters by stating the facts than you are by neglecting or trying to transfer the blame. Just admit it. That's all you have to do. But it's very hard for us as human beings to do that. Just admit it when you're wrong. Just admit when you've screwed up. Just admit it. And move on. You will gain a whole lot more from people than you ever had before. Stop blaming. That's my word. Stop blaming and take credit for admit what you did wrong. So that's what I have for you today. I'm seeing all sides of things right now, and I'm just tired of it all. We have somebody that was elected to be working for our government, and people are not. Why is she not working for us? Because the Democrats or the Republicans haven't brought her in yet. Mike Johnson's not doing his job. I don't give a crap what the stance is. If I'm elected to be into my role by people of the United States, I should have every right to be already brought in. But there's more to the story, isn't there? Let's be honest. Can we just be honest? And maybe get past this whole thought of, Chris, you're dreaming of something that'll never happen, so it's easier to say it's never going to change, and that way you stay where you believe, and you can stay in your lane of, we are right, because you're like, well, people just believe that it's the government, so it's never going to change, and there's always somebody, there's always somebody to blame. So, but how about we just do the right thing and get her to work? Oh, wait, we might not want that. There's an angle. There's got to be an angle, right? To why she is not confirmed to do her job. She's been elected, so she has every right to be there. Oh, wait. Republicans have all the power, right? That's what I'm guessing right now. Oh, that goes against the argument of, well, it's the Democrats' fault that we're not here. And have you noticed who's working how many days? If you showed up 30-some days out of all of your days that you're supposed to be to work, would you still have a job? No, I don't think so. See, there's these things that we all have to take an account for. And then when everything changes and somebody else gets elected, and let's say it's a clean sweep, whatever it may be, come midterms, people are going to call everybody dumb. And it's not that. It's what's taking place that is changing people mentally, right or wrong. See, we're never going to get past to work together, because all we keep doing is things to drive people's feet further into the sand, grab the rope a little harder, and pull in the wrong direction. They're not pulling together, they're pulling against each other. And we should be pulling together, but we're not. Take a look at all of the, I don't care what you post about. I'm a bowler. I could post about a bowling ball review or what I think about it, and somehow government will become part of the discussion. It's proven on all the chats and chants and all that shit around here. You can quote or you can ask questions about a lost cat, and people are bitching about, well, that's just the county government or the city government, or they don't give a shit about that, and blah, blah, blah. And you're a liberal or whatever because you're trying to find a home for a cat. That's really what it could come down to. That's how dumb this is. We cannot post anything without some jackwagon sitting on his couch, and especially if you go online as an anonymous participant, don't even post. Just stop. Well, I'm doing it to protect myself. Where are we? You're worried you're going to get shot down on the streets of Richland Center, or what everybody's calling it now? I think it's mini Milwaukee or something. And then everybody worried about another county that posted something about a scanner. On a scanner, they heard, oh, I'm sure glad we get well informed from Richland County. Some of the shit you don't need to know about. Some of the shit doesn't involve the general public. Yes, we pay taxes. Yes, we do this. But there is some shit that may be being investigated yet, and the details don't need to be out because they're still investigating it. But because we're nosy and we want everything to happen, we interject everything and we degrade everybody for not allowing all this open information. If you did something wrong, and it was maybe an accident, but it still needs to be investigated, but yet they released your name and all the information about it, do you know what it would do to you? There's no need for it yet. There's no answers. So why release any information? But I guarantee you there are things that are not being released right now in this nation that probably can cause trouble for both sides. So let's be open about it and release it. But we don't want to because it may involve higher ups. It's okay, trust me, it's okay if it's on the left. There'll be plenty of people, oh yeah, release that stuff. Nope, not that part though. Don't do that. So you gotta, if you want it one way, you've gotta also be okay with the other way. And calling people stupid, dumb, whatever, doesn't work. Sitting down, talking face to face, works. May not be how you want it to be done, but that's how it needs to happen. We need to have a conversation. I would love to know why everybody feels, or who's on his side right now. Why? Yes, he freed the prisoners and things like. I am happy for that. I'm glad that that happened. I heard now he's ended 7 wars in 7 months. A few of those were never wars. Okay? If you look at all those and research them all, they're not all wars. Let's be honest about things. Let's be honest about what is going on both sides of the ball. See, a lot of us are not buried in the left or buried in the right. We're frickin' stuck in the middle of this god-awful pickleball match between 2 god-awful pickleball players. And we're just trying to decipher who sucks worse. That's really what it comes down to. It comes down to moral beliefs. And it's easy for somebody to say, well, I believe this way because of abortion. Or I believe that I'm a Christian, so I'm going this way. But you ignore the treatment of women, the treatment of color, the treatment of all of this. But yet your religious belief is based on abortion and the right. You have to look at both sides. A woman should be able to choose what happens to her body, no matter what. That's how I feel. Does it make me not a Christian? I guess I'll find out on Judgment Day. I don't believe that it's going to disqualify me from getting through the gates, since I do know that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, and that he will protect me and guide me. He's protected me through a lot of shit. And, yep, I swear, that might disqualify me too. But I'll take the chances. I'd rather be known for treating people fairly and equally than if you're upset because I swear. I get that. But you cannot be based off of your moral beliefs and say, I am a Christian and this is why, but then ignore everything else that's going on with all the other stuff. Whether it's sexual abuse, whatever it may be, you cannot ignore that and live off of this one belief. Take it as you want. Take it as you wish on what you want to believe in. But if that's what you're going to stand it on, is you're going to say, this Bible says this, and that is why, then don't forget you have to make sure you know what it says about the rest of the things that are going on. And you cannot put it just to the left and just walk away. Oh, that's a left thing. See, I'm a Christian. I'm over here. Good. You also have to look what's going on your side of the ball. So, that's it today. That's what's on the mop for today. I appreciate everyone that has tuned in and watched. Tomorrow morning, I'll be back with another edition. And tomorrow's going to be a special day. I'll have to make some announcements tomorrow, because it will be a special day tomorrow. A milestone for me, which I didn't know I would do. But, yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow morning on the mop. As of today, enjoy the day. But most of all, take time to bless somebody today.